Westman Islands, clear sky, good visibility, and the temperature minus.
On the flight to the remote Westman Islands, the pilot makes a routine detour to show off Iceland's newest tourist attraction.
So you'll have the famous whale on the right-hand side.
This large sea pen is now the home of the most famous whale in the world, Keiko the killer whale, who became a movie star when he featured in the film Free Willy. At the end of last summer, he was brought to Iceland by the American military. The world watched as the 10,000-pound animal was lowered into his new pen. The aim, to get the whale used to the waters of the country where he was captured as a baby more than 20 years ago, and to prepare him for eventual freedom. Keiko has been in this pen in Iceland for 7 months now. The winter is over and he now faces the next hurdle on his path to freedom. The staff here are trying to reintroduce him to the habit of catching live fish. Keiko's head trainer says the whale will never be released until he learns how to fend for himself.
He spent the last, 20 years being fed by humans. He needs to learn how to actually be able to handle it, find fish, catch fish, and eat fish on his own. So what we're doing right now is we're bridging that gap between humans feeding him all the time and Keiko feeding himself completely.
Today, the Keiko team have come to meet the daily ferry from the mainland. On board, a new source of food for the killer whale. Instead of being fed only dead herring, a tank full of live salmon are to be put in the pen. To encourage Keiko to eat the fish, they throw him a live salmon during playtime, Keiko's morning training session. The whale just isn't interested.
We introduced a fish that he could have easily gotten, and he looked at it, made a very clear decision that at this particular time he didn't want to do it, and we ended the session on that.
Keiko is the most studied whale in history. His movements are logged 24 hours a day.
Gape. Go.
Since he's been in the ocean pen, staff have never left his side, even during some of the worst storms of the winter.
We've had conditions here of hurricane force wind, waves breaking probably about waist high.
But Keiko and the pen have stood up to it.
Actually, the pen has done very well. Keiko's done even better than the pen. He likes it. He bounces through those kind of storms and has a really good time.
By afternoon, Keiko is in playful mood again, and it's time to try and feed him another live fish. A moment of indecision from Keiko.
I see that he's going down after it.
Then he dives.
He made a real clear effort to go down and get the fish. So even if he didn't get the fish, which is hard to tell, he was making the effort, and sometimes the attitude is what counts. So what we saw there is going from, I don't want to do it, to I'm going to make an effort to try, and that's all we can ask for.
At the end of the day, Keiko gets his reward. A bucket full of dead herring, and then his favorite treat, a good scratch. His trainers believe today they've made a breakthrough and that the star of Free Willy is now one step closer to being free himself.